Hey everybody, it's Friday. It's our Ask the Broker show. I'm David. This is Richard here. On today's show, we're talking about something we're seeing in our marketplace a little bit more and more each and every day, and that's homes that are just sitting on the market. The days on market trends certainly going up, but it could be the fault of the market, number one, but also number two is what?
Well, you know, the market adjusted, obviously, with the rates going up, and we're also going into holidays. But that slight adjustment in the market, people will list their house. Here's the market going like this, but they'll list their house still up here. So they've started off overpriced. Mm-hmm. And if the market adjusts any down or even lines out, then they just stay overpriced. And unless you as a realtor tell them this up front, it's going to be real hard to tell them that a month later when they're not getting any action on their house.
Yeah.
So number one, initial conversation to tell them that maybe the numbers show that you should have been here instead of here. And or if there's something wrong with the house, like biggest one is when they're real cluttered, to open it up more. So there's a couple of the things you should talk to them about up front. What else should we be telling agents out there to advise their clients so that they don't get in the jam trying to sell that house?
Yeah, I'd want to go back to that initial consultation you're having, the appointment. You're trying to figure out the price. I think it starts there really, because in a changing market, in a shifting market where things are leveling out or even possibly declining some, I want to be a lot tighter on the data and the research and the comps. I'm not going to go back 6-7 months and look for comps, because that was a different time period. That was a different market. I'm looking at the last 2 to 3 months of that sold data. Certainly pending homes that are on the market, what they're pending for, and then even looking at the active sales. So much tighter on the data, not going back as far. In a normal market, you can go back where prices aren't going up too high or dropping too far. You can look back 6 months and get pretty good comps.
Now, if you look back 6 months, they were getting
multiple offers
and not having to do anything to the house. Seller was totally in charge.
Yeah, so number one is understanding the market you're in, so a tighter scope of the data. Number two, before you used to be able to pick the highest comp and put it on the market for that. But now you really have to look at something Richard mentioned, the condition of the house. You know, is the house need work? Is it cluttered? Is it this? Is it that? Because now you can no longer just pick the highest possible comp and put it on the market. You really have to be able to adjust the price based on condition in this marketplace.
And one more thing the agents are going through is, David, you telling me my house is worth $450. Oh, I want to list it at $475. That's the number I had in mind.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of you agents that are kind of weaker at this type of negotiation take it at that $475. Guess what? You might have to lower the house twice just to get down into the market. By then, your client's probably not happy with you. So again, in the initial conversation, if you take it there, you might, for long enough and their motivation, but then tell them that this might not be numbers that will work. We will find out. Otherwise, it's an I told you so later.
Yeah, and if you have a client like that, we've all had those clients where they want to list super high. It may not be a bad idea to get a automatic price reduction. Hey, we're going to have this price for 30 days. The average home is going pending in 31 days. Let's try your price for 30 days. After 30 days, we're automatically going to reduce it to the price I suggest, which in this case, Richard, $450,000 or $445,000, whatever it may be. So have that conversation up front. We're going to try your price. If it doesn't work, we're going to automatically lower it. Are you agreeable to that, Mr. Client? And if they aren't, then you might want to question whether you even want to take that listing to begin with.
And their motivation, right?
Yeah.
Now again, if the motivation is, well, I have to be I'm going to be in another state in 6 months, make sure you take that listing for at least 6 months or longer.
Yeah.
And you might have to play it out But again, the initial conversation dictates almost everything.
Thank you so much, you guys, for watching this video. Hopefully that helps on pricing the homes correctly in this ever-changing real estate market. We'll see you on our next Ask the Broker show.